Hey guys, welcome to our video review session this week with No Bones About It Puppy Day School. Not sure how this angle is going to work, if I can keep everybody from being right in front of me, but I just want to go over a couple. Oh, thank you for those kisses. Oh, hi. I got everybody here. I want to go over a couple things just about equipment. Most of you at this point have some kind of, with the exception of Coco, have some, guys, come on, have some kind of leash, have some kind of harness or a gentle leader, and that's fantastic. And I think I've taught everybody kind of how to use them, but I just really want to quickly review leashes, okay? I've got a bunch of different types of leashes here. Whoa. And they're ranging in size and type. So this is like what I would call, almost like a cat leash. It's for a littlest puppy. It's maybe a 1/4 of an inch and has this tiny little clip on it, okay? That's not appropriate really for any of these dogs. Then I've got a really heavy duty leather leash with a pretty substantial weighted clip on it. Besides Ollie and Louie, this wouldn't be appropriate for the two little guys either. The clip is so heavy, it puts a lot of pressure on their collar. And so then that kind of leads me to the type of, what is your leash made of? Okay, so we want to look at 3 things when we're looking at a leash. We want to look at what it's made of, we want to look at the size of the clip, and we want to look at the thickness of the leash. And so my recommendation is going to be that you look at something that's about maybe a 1/2 inch, and I would recommend looking for, this is called Biothane. It's this really awesome product that is very comfortable in your hands. Excuse me. It's very comfortable in your hands. It does not give you abrasion type things like a nylon leash would, and it doesn't slip in your hands. Nylon leashes are really easy to slip through your hands, and before Biothane leashes, I always recommended leather. And leather is still an awesome option, but when they get wet and dirty, they're kind of gross. I just clean mine off. I have tons of them. But the Biothane doesn't absorb water. It doesn't stink. And you can get them in all kinds of different... You can get the Biothane leashes in different widths, different size clips. And the last thing that you want to look at when you're getting your leash is the length. So I guess it really was 4 things. What it's made of, how wide it is, the size of the clip, and the length of the leash. I recommend for general training purposes 6 feet. You could do 4, but I think 6 is really the best. Louie, you don't need to be eating those. So next time you go, don't rush out and buy something, but next time you go, those are the things that I want you to be looking for when you go out to get your next leash. It will make your walking much more enjoyable, and it will be give you the right amount of strength, and again, maybe not too much overkill for the size of your dog. Okay. So today we are going to be focusing not with Louie. Louie gets the special. He gets the advanced degree lesson, but with the other pups, we're going to be focusing on the cue down, which means I want you to lie down on the ground and not move until I give you a release cue, which theoretically means that stay is implied, but we are not. I don't want you to worry about the word stay right now. I'm going to tell you how to start to build length of time into the behaviors that you're teaching your puppy. What's going on right there? The littles are wrestling behind my back. Can't see them. What's happening, littles? Come here, littles. Hi. What's happening? Excuse me. So with the down exercise, we are going to introduce that. Then next week we're going to start introducing a place cue, which means you walk over to a place that I've designated, like a bed, and you're going to lie down and you're not going to move till you hear a release cue. It's an awesome cue. I love having a go to your place cue. What you will see today, and what I want you to start instituting at home when you're practicing down, I want you to get one. I have one. I'm sitting on this little dog mat that we're gonna practice on. I want you to get something small enough. It can even be a towel that's folded up, you know, and it about approximately the size of what I'm sitting on, which is probably 3 or 4 feet by a couple of feet wide. Something that you can fold up and put away when you're not practicing, but I want you to use that blanket, mat, kennel pad, whatever it is, just not a big, huge dog bed right now. I want you to use something, again, small enough that you can fold up and put away when you're not practicing. I will talk about that more next week when we're working on the place cue, but you will see right now, every time we're practicing down, I'm utilizing the same mat so that the dogs start to understand that, again, that word value, that real value comes when they get on this particular this particular place. Oh, excuse us. What happened? What happened? Come here. So we're going to be using a concept called Say It, Show It, Pay It. And what that means is that when we're introducing any new concept, we are going to say what we want. That's the cue. Then we are going to pause for probably a count of 2 to 3 seconds. If the dog does not respond to that cue, then we are going to show them what we want. So the show it part is generally using a treat or some kind of hand motion to elicit a certain behavior. And in this case, it's going to be down. And so I'm going to use a treat that comes straight in front of my puppy's nose onto the ground. Sometimes I'll hold it there. Sometimes I'll move it slightly away from their body. Sometimes I'll move it slightly in towards their body. It just depends on the puppy, and you'll be able to see all that happening. And the pay it part is when they get their cookie. So again, and then at some point I'll release the puppy. So it would look something like this. Louie, sit. Hey, Louie knows this. I would say down, and then I would show the puppy something, and then give them that treat, and okay. So again, he knows this, but Louie, sit. For purposes of demonstration, I would say the word down. If the puppy didn't respond, I would use my treat. He would follow it, and I'd say yes, and then I'd give him his cookie, and then I would release him. Okay, yay. So say it, show it, pay it. And we are introducing down this week.